It is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the New Orleans Saints. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, it's Carr. Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Uchenna and Wonsu got the sack there. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
42-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Midfield.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now the throw taken in by Chark. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
At the 33-yard line.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. This is Carson. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
That's another Saints 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Chris Carson, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On play action, Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kamale Correa came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd down.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. They may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. From the 30 on 2nd down, Carr. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Tackled by A.J. Epinesa. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
33-yard line.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw with Carr. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph.
Carr's pass.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
6 yards.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Trying to run forward with Jacobs. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line.
Tackle made at the
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Give him 8 on the play, and this long drive is going to continue as they move the chains again. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Chargers have taken the lead.
This feels like something we'd see more commonly, CD, in a college game. They give it to the receiver down here in the red zone, but it winds up successful.
Yeah, partner, I think you think it's less likely to find running space to the edge down here close to the end zone where things are so condensed. But a lot of times you end up focusing on the running backs, and they're able to slip it to the receiver, and it resulted in a touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charlie.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
They're there on the tackle.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Play action. Now it's Allen. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And once again, the Saints are back out in front.
Joey Sly lining up for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And his touchdown will count. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 10-7. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Josh Jacobs, the ball.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Robinson with a big catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes. The receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly.
The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And this is picked up by the Saints. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph, and it's third down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Chargers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. And what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
It's no good, well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate, and in doing so, sent this one off target.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, New Orleans. Nicole Hardman, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, that's really a chip shot, right?
It's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
It's complete to Robinson. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Shotgun now for Carr. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
That's the rookie from LSU, Grant Delpit.
And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. A throw out wide here, caught by Pettis. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7, past the 30 to the 32. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And 3.
From the gun, it's Allen.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Scott in punt formation.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Here's Hill on the return. It'll be a net of 39. 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
The ball carrier.
Maurice Alexander making the stop defensively. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. From midfield, here's Carr. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Brady Williams picks it off, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
The tackle made by Todd Davis.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Kamale Correa. able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Watch out for Hill on the return. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. On 2nd and 15 now. Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can attempt to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
3-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. Incomplete. The turnover will really help there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Coverage.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10. Here's Carson. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Carson, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Saints add on to their lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
The 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Left side complete. That's Jacobs. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. That catch good for only a couple.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Saints 24, Chargers 7.
Throwing again on second down. Carr. They're going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And this will hold in by Rudolph. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards, a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Carr now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a carry for Jacobs. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
At the 4-yard line.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Here's Jacobs from the gun. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. That field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Kyle Rudolph. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. They'll begin the drive with Carson. Just barreling over tacklers. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now it's Carson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Tackle made there by Buda Baker.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Tackle made.
But if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Saints on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Dante Pettis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
His kick.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Carr now on 1st down. He's airing it out for Williams. He's got him in. Complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, L.A. Tyrell Williams. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone. Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game. Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there. Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep him. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their 1st timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. To throw, it's Allen. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run again with Carson. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. To throw is Allen. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10.
Now remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
Tonight's final score.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Saints, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.